What's going on YouTube? JT's here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Catwoman number 38. This one was written by Ram V with art by Casper art and colors by Casper, however you pronounce their last name. But from what I gather, this is the last issue that Ram V is going to be writing on terms of the Catwoman book. And now with the Catwoman book, initially I wasn't too huge into what Joella Jones was doing, so I dropped it off. But because of the whole Fear State event and I wanted to catch up on everything, I read the entire run. And once Ram V took over, I thought the book got significantly a lot better. Now, this issue in particular kind of deals with the fallout of Fear State and kind of the events of Ram V's run. This is basically Selina's ending of her time in Alleytown. We get some fallout there. She kind of turns herself in at one point to kind of clear her name. That's basically what this is, wrapping up with her time with Detective Haley, who, as we know, was inevitably going to die in that. We had a situation with Father Valley. We learned stuff about the White Witch, and now apparently she had a history with Ghostmaker, who, once he kind of rips off her masks, he kind of has a bit of a moment where he's like, Rhea. So it seems like maybe Ghostmaker was in love with the White Witch at some point, or perhaps she was someone else close to him. I don't exactly know. Him just kind of holding her face like that, that's kind of one of those seemingly like a lost love kind of looks. But we'll see where we go from there. It'll probably be, picked up in the events of Batman or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, so Selina basically has an alibi for kind of everything. Hacking communication system. She blames that on Riddler and all that. And we also have the detectives there, like Riddler, Clayface apparently posed as some of the detectives and all sorts of other characters in this thing. So there's a lot of different things going on in this particular issue. Basically what it is just Selina kind of clearing herself from all sorts of legal problems and just kind of going off and doing her own thing. She says her basic goodbyes to Alleytown. We find Shoes, or the Cheshire Cat, who is Selina's sidekick, who I guess is Leanne Harper, which is the daughter of Roy Harper and Jade Nguyen. So basically she goes and meets her. So that's pretty interesting. So we'll see where that goes from here. I know in the pages of, Teen Titans Academy, which I just reviewed, they talked about finding Roy's daughter. And now that Jade knows where she's kind of at, we'll get a bit of a reunion there. So that should be interesting to see. So outside of that, Selina says kind of goodbye to Alleytown and kind of goes off and does her own thing. And we'll see where the book kind of goes from here. So it's going to kind of be a bit of a fresh start when the new creative team takes over. We also had a moment between her and her sister, and it seems, and Batman and all sorts of other stuff. So in terms of this issue, I thought it was fine. The artwork I liked, and colors I liked. I thought stylistically it looked pretty cool and visually interesting. The story itself, it was kind of okay. It felt in some ways a bit rushed, especially given like the whole Father Valley thing. I feel like there should have been more of a confrontation there, but basically he's just kind of like, I never killed an innocent life, and now I gotta go find my own penance for this thing. So like I said, because of Ram V, I guess, going off to do other titles, something had to give, and basically they're off the Catwoman book. So thank you, Ram V, for doing a pretty good Catwoman run. Like, I think once Ram V took over, the Catwoman book got significantly better in terms of the writing. So I enjoyed it. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm not really familiar with the other creative teams, but maybe it'll give Selina some interesting new adventures or something else. I don't know. I'm just kind of up in the air on a lot of the stuff, but I am excited to see where the book goes from here. So yeah. All right. Well, that's all I really have to say about Catwoman 38. It's a very brief review, but I think it's a pretty decent issue. Nothing amazing or nothing quite terrible. It's just something that exists. It could have been stronger, but I feel like they kind of had to wrap things up with their run and move on to other things. So like I said, we'll see where it goes from here. The Catwoman book I thought was doing pretty good, and then Fear State kind of interrupted it, and obviously they have to deal with the repercussions of Fear State and kind of cleaning up the fallout of that. But yeah, so Fear State's one of those events that just kind of interrupted a lot of books and kind of killed the momentum. So now I feel like a lot of titles that were tied into Fear State have to kind of go deal with the aftermath and really kind of push forward in a better direction. So I think that'll be the case, but I think it's going to take some time before the books kind of really all find their fitting. So yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got to say. Tell me your thoughts on the issue in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Be sure to come back next time. I think I'm going to cover I Am Batman, and then I think I'll be good in terms of comic book reviews for the week. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.